Hey, listen, I am Rachel, the Destined One. So, listen, as I was driving, that Brandy song came to me, a divine download. Have you ever loved somebody so much it make you cry? Have you ever needed someone so much you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever found someone you dreamed of all your life? Have you ever found someone, what did she say? You want to look into their eyes. Have you ever found someone you given your whole heart to, only to find someone that won't give their heart to you? This is really, truly a divine download, and it really explains the twin flame journey. It's like, man, I found this person, and the way that I feel with them, the way that I love them, the deep love that I have. Have y'all ever loved somebody like that? And so, twin flames, this is mostly on the divine feminine side. Because we're like, listen, I love you. Like, and I can't help it. And I love you so much, I can't sleep at night sometimes. I love you so much that I've cried myself to sleep. I love you so much that sometimes I feel like I can't breathe. Have you ever loved somebody so much? And so that was a divine download from the divine feminine speaking to her divine masculine. She's like, I love you so much. I love you so much. And I think she was saying to the divine masculine, listen, you don't understand how much I love you. Like, have you ever felt this? And you know, the divine masculine feels a lot like the divine feminine in some parts of that song, because the divine masculine is like, have you ever tried to find the words but they won't come out right? Have you ever? And what I noticed with my divine masculine, they try to find the words will not come out right. And on this journey, sometimes they choose the more comfortable path, the path of least resistance, because this path right here is going to make them grow. It's going to make them grow. It's going to push them to look inside themselves. It's going to push them to look at the things that they need to heal. It's going to push them to go the highest that they can go. And sometimes when you're on this divine love journey, people don't want to push to those limits. They don't want to grow. They don't want to change. And then they don't even want to let go of some of the people that they're with, because they feel like, I'm going to betray this person, even though they know this is a spiritual journey. They know that they're not happy with that person, but that's the place of least resistance. That's the place where they're growing, but they're not growing like they could if they was aligning with their divine journey and the divine mission that God has sent them on. And so I wanted to share that with you guys today. Have you ever loved somebody so much it make you cry? Have you ever needed someone so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they won't come out right? Have you ever? Have you ever? And so this is for the people that are on this divine love journey. It's so real, and it's so powerful, and it's so beautiful, even when they run, even when they hide. And when you start to understand it more, and when you start to grow, and you start to focus on yourself, and when you start to change, and when you start to elevate, you really truly have to understand that you focus on yourself, because you're here to do this divine mission. You're here to help them on their mission. They're here to help you on your mission. And even if they run and they hide and they don't have the words, that's part of the mission, because that's the time when you go into yourself and you grow so beautifully. You grow so beautifully. And so it's such a beautiful journey. It's such a beautiful thing. This divine love mission, because you don't stop loving your person. You love your person even more in their absence, and they love you even more in your absence. And when they wake up, they're thinking of you. When they go to sleep, they're thinking of you, even though they're with the place where they choose to be in this 3D reality. But what I've understood, your true spouse is your spouse that God put you with spiritually. And a lot of people are learning that their spiritual spouses are running. They're running because you're going to make each other change. You're going to make each other grow. You're going to make each other go into the highest timeline. And even when you haven't talked to them, you're rooting for them. You don't have to talk to them for months and Sundays and you haven't seen them. You are rooting for them to win. That is the most beautiful thing. And guess what? You pray for your divine counterpart. You absolutely pray. And guess what? I even fast sometime for my divine counterpart because I understand now the divine journey that I'm on. And I want my divine counterpart to win. Win at all costs. Win. Give up everything that so heavily weighs you down. And you grow and go as high as you can go. And live the most beautiful life that you have been called to live. Okay? So that was a divine download for those who are on the divine love journey. Y'all listen to that song today because I was like, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because that's my experience totally. Because I didn't understand the journey at first. I didn't understand what the hell was happening to me. I didn't understand while I was in a place of straight euphoria. It was crazy. And sometimes it still happens, even though I haven't seen my person in forever. And sometimes it still happens because divine love is so big, it's so beautiful, it's so amazing. And most of all, the thing with you going back to yourself and loving yourself more than anything and focusing on yourself more than anything. I love my divine counterpart, but they have things to do on their journey. I have things to do on my journey, and we have things to do together. But I understand now sometimes they got to run, they got to hide, and if they don't want to deal with what God is calling over their life, that's a whole nother story. But you can't force them to. And divine feminine, you have to really work on yourself. Some of the divine feminines, we thought our stuff don't stink. No, divine feminine, you got work to do. You got work to do. And so it can't come into a beautiful divine union because you have stuff to do on your journey, on your path before your divine union is able to come together. And if it really does come together. So I just want to share that with you guys. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever needed someone so bad you can't sleep at night? Have you ever tried to find the words but they don't come out right? Have you ever? Hey, listen, I am Rachel, the destined one. You guys have an awesome Thursday, okay? And think about what I said. Twin flames, divine counterparts, people on this divine, beautiful love journey. Even if it ain't the way you want it to go, it's going the way it's supposed to go, okay? You guys be encouraged today. I am Rachel, the destined one. If this resonated with you, please like, follow, share, and subscribe.